Hey Virgo, Ashley here. We're going to do your reading for the week of the 17th. We're going to look at last week, this week, and next week. Just to get a feel for what's going on in your energy. We're going to pull some tarot and then clarify as usual. Keep in mind that I do my best to bring forward anything I'm feeling, any sort of channeled messages, and so not every single detail might not be that it fits your story. If that's the case, just ignore the messages that do not fit. Don't try to make them fit. If you find that this reading does not resonate at all, definitely check out your other placements. So let's see what's going on for Virgo the week of January 17th. Nine of Wands. Ace of Pentacles, the Lovers, Seven of Wands, King of Cups, and the Two of Wands, Strength card, Two of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. Okay, bottom of the deck, Knight of Pentacles. How interesting. So we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is very slow moving, and then we have the Eight of Wands, which is not. It's like this influx of intense communication or energy here. But we have the Six of Swords, so I do feel like perhaps you've moved away from something that was maybe a little bit immature. Could have been a water sign here. We also have Taurus here with the King of Pentacles. Yes. So I feel like for some of you, your last relationship involved someone that was kind of flighty, a little bit dramatic perhaps, and I feel like you've moved away from that. But since then, you're in this very grounded energy. It's like you've slowed things way down. And I kind of got that feeling here when I put that Two of Wands down. It could be that you're a little slow to jump into something new here when it comes to love perhaps, or even career. We have this Moth Spirit for last week. It says surrender now. So there's been some kind of transformation that you've been undergoing. So similar to the butterfly, the moth goes through a similar transformation. And we have the Nine of Wands, Seven of Wands, and the Strength. I feel like you've been heavily in your masculine energy here. So even if you're a divine feminine watching this, you've had to really fight for something, battle, and perhaps even, I almost want to say that perhaps even a part of you has been trying to fight off that inner masculine aggression within yourself here, because we do have the Strength card. But something's definitely put you on the defense here. And with surrendering, you see all that like orange, red, fiery energy. It's like this message to cool the jets. Sometimes we spend such a strong amount of time in this battle mode with this wounded warrior, and now we have the Seven of Wands, this warrior pose. We're really trying to defend ourselves here and protect ourselves, and we can get hyper vigilant about that. And so what this past week kind of feels like, trying to like calm that inner masculine down. And I feel like part of that could be because you've already gotten away from something that was perhaps something you felt like you needed to defend yourself against, guard yourself against, that immature kind of energy that showed up there. Some sort of, perhaps even a fire sign. It's definitely showing up here strongly in this first row as well. And it showed up for me at the bottom of the deck in the form of the Page of Wands. So, could have been a lot of arguments, drama, perhaps. But I feel like even that slowdown with that Knight of Pentacles, you've stepped into this slower energy, and now it's like time to calm down that inner masculine that's trying to fight for your protection. Let's see, 9 of Wands, yeah, and the Star. So it's like you've come into this time. You've entered into a place here where it's safe to relax. It's safe to like heal. And the 7 of Pentacles. And I think too there's like some reflection here of what you put your energy towards in the past that perhaps was not good for you. With the 7 of Wands, we have the 7 of Cups. And the 2 of Wands. There's also like this energy here of not wanting to make a decision about something. We have 777, so that might be a strong number that's showing up for you right now, some kind of synchronicity. What's this decision that you don't want to make? It could be related to an Aquarius here. Something ending, perhaps. Closing on a cycle. Trying to avoid it. With the Strength card, look at all this fire energy. You have the King of Wands, so it could certainly be a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Yeah. And the 7 of Wands. So I feel like this person in the past was sitting in some immature energy. There could have been a lot of passion, for sure. Like there's so much fire showing up here and at the bottom of the deck. But I do feel like you escaped that situation in the physical. You may have moved out, you might have moved away from this person. At the same time, there's something in you, again, it could be that inner masculine energy I was talking about, where it's like this refusal to let it end, this refusal to let it go. Perhaps there's something about this person that you really wanted to fight for. But again, if this is a masculine energy that you're dealing with this King of Wands, I do feel like you're sitting in such strong masculine energy that we're having that like polar repellent kind of thing, like two masculine energies meet and they push one another away. And so it feels like this encouragement to like not necessarily just drop your guard, but to just relax, surrender, pull back, take some time to really reflect and to heal. Because again, it just feels like this hyper-vigilant mode that you've been in for so long. You know how like if you've had a really busy day at work, even your drive home, you feel really like you want to rush, and then you get home and you're still rushing. It's kind of like that momentum just keeps going, and it feels like it wants you to just bring it down. Okay, this week we have Whale and Orca Elders. Share your song, Frequency of Sound and Diving Deep. So this feels like kind of a deep dive into your feminine energy here. It could be that music helps you to calm down. Sound healing could be very beneficial this week. But I also feel like this could be something about your intuition really speaking to you, or trying to get through. We have the Ace of Pentacles, King of Cups, Two of Cups. So there's someone new showing up here in the form of the King of Cups. Something very deep, very spiritually connected, emotionally connected. And with it showing up as the Ace of Pentacles, it's showing up tangibly. It's something that can be built upon. And again, it just feels like you're being pushed to let this rest and to heal so that this has a chance to come in. This could also be you diving into your emotions about this past scenario. Let's see. The Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, someone is coming forward here. Strong water, especially with the whales showing up here, right? Could be a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Three of Wands. I think this offers this ability for growth. And I feel like why it's different from the past is that, like, we had the Two of Wands in the past with this, dealing with this other person. We have the Three of Wands here, which is like this open opportunity for expansion here. And it could be that this past person is still sitting in that more immature energy, or that's where they go when they get into conflict. And so that's somehow limiting you and your experience here. The King of Cups, we have the Three of Pentacles. So definitely somebody that wants to come together with you, holy cow, and the Ten of Pentacles, and has some serious long-term, stable, prosperous energy behind it. And I feel like you're able to connect with this person in another way. It's kind of like you talk with this person and they understand you like no one else has before. There's something about the communication between the two of you. Two of Cups. We have the Six of Wands. And the Ten of Wands. So I do feel like you're going to allow this past person to go. Because we have this Ten of Wands showing up. So an ending here. But we also had the Six of Wands. Which is that Leo energy that's been showing up. All that fire energy that's been showing up here strongly. So I do feel like you're going to allow that to close out. It feels like this new person is kind of like a next level relationship here. I just saw the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Because this past person's sitting here with this Two of Cups. So certainly a soulmate connection. Which is why I feel like perhaps you've been fighting to not release it, but also not knowing what to do about it. But this new person showing up here as the Lovers. So this is like a whole nother level of soulmate connection here. Could be twin flame, could be just the one here. Future position, dare to be different. So strong Aquarius vibes here with this. It just feels like you being able to be yourself. And I feel like that showed up with that Whale card as well when I was talking about communication. It's like this person understands you on a whole nother level than perhaps other people have in the past. And I feel like it's because they mirror you. They've been through similar experiences, and they have a similar way of looking at the world. It could be that the both of you have always felt kind of like the black sheep of your family, or always felt like outsiders looking in, because the hyena here is kind of a different kind of creature, right? It's often pegged as this very bizarre animal, but it has a lot of Aquarian sort of individual, unique energy showing up here. So it feels like this person can meet you on another level. Let's see what else we get here. The Lovers, we have the Nine of Pentacles and the High Priestess. So some Pisces here. It does feel like there's this interesting dynamic between the two of you. I do feel like there's a strong psychic connection between the two of you, but I also feel like this person is very independent as well. Perhaps they've been single for a period of time. So some Pisces, Virgo showing up here. I also feel like with that being the case, Pisces, Virgo, those are signs on the same axis. So they're kind of opposites here. So in some ways, you two are so much alike. In other ways, I do feel like one of you, Virgo, you could be the more grounded of the two of you. And this person could show up as someone that is very spiritually connected, very watery energy, which we saw with the King of Cups. Very emotive, psychic, very in tune. So perhaps this connection that you notice between the two of you that's just different could be part of that water energy that they hold so strongly in their chart. They're able to pick up on what you're putting down, right? Two of Wands. We have the Chariot. And the Nine of Swords. So I do feel like this could be moving faster than you'd hoped. We had the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, so it does feel like you've purposely slowed yourself down after this past relationship. And perhaps part of that is because you weren't quite ready to fully release it, right? Or surrender it. And so it's like you almost, maybe even subconsciously, slowed yourself down in the past to wait for this person to figure it out, right? And here I kind of feel like you're breaking free from that. Like you're able to, it's kind of like this energy of like, well, it's not even really a choice. Like I have this person that I'm connecting with so strongly, who's stable, who's very loving and compassionate, and has this very psychic connection with me. And then I have this person from the past that's still farting around and being immature and perhaps not really growing here. So it's like I could go forward with this, or I could go back to stressing out all the time. So it's like, well, it might feel like an obvious choice here. The Queen of Wands. Yep. So that Leo energy, I feel like you're rejecting it because they finally show up. So again, a lot of people are getting readings right now of the past returning and having to choose between someone from the past and a new person. And to me, it feels like the obvious choice here. This new person might have strong Cancer as well. They might have placements in all the water signs. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But I do feel like you're going to release this person from the past, and it's maybe felt like a long time coming. I like that, Virgo. Have to let me know down in the comments below what you think. I hope to see you in the next one. I will link the Venus retrograde love reading here at the end of this video. That might kind of expand upon this love reading for you. And I'll see you next week. Bye.